Hello YouTube, today I have a £400 kill your console build. So what this should do, will do, is outperform any current gen console at the moment. And when the next gen consoles come out later this month, it should have about the same performance as them. And obviously it's a PC, so you'll be able to browse the internet and things like that. So all the parts I found on PCPartPicker, so all these various parts will be on different websites. And in the description there'll be a link to the PC part picker parts list, as well as all the separate parts. So starting off, we have the CPU, which is an AMD FX 6350. This is a 6-core processor, clocked at 3.9 GHz with a 4.2 GHz turbo. It's an AM3 Plus processor, and yeah, this should be a really good processor for gaming. Also, games haven't yet utilized more than 4 cores, so when they do utilize maybe like 6 cores, this will be a good processor. And this is also very good for a price of $89.99. For the motherboard, we've gone for an Asus M5A 78L-M. This is a micro ATX board with USB 3. It has SATA 360 bit per second ports on. Should be able to put an SSD in this later. It's an AM3 Plus motherboard, so our CPU should fit in just fine. You can overclock your memory in it to 2600 MHz, and you can also overclock your CPU, but I wouldn't recommend so, unless you're going to get a separate CPU cooler, which isn't included in this build, but you only need to spend maybe an extra £20, get a Hyper 212 Evo, and that will do the job. But for the RAM, we've gone for Patriot Viper 3, 8GB DDR3, 1600 MHz CL9 timings. It's a dual channel kit. It's pretty much standard stuff, and this is red, as you can see. Looks pretty nice with the black PCB. If you want any other colours, you may have to pay maybe £8 more and get maybe some Kingston or Corsair stuff. This is a really good deal at £53. And for the hard drive, obviously we couldn't go in SSD due to the budget, but I've gone for a Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB SATA 3. This comes in at £46. It's 1TB, so as you know, the next gen consoles are coming with 500 gigs. This 1TB drive should be able to hold your Steam games, your maybe programs such as Photoshop and things like that, and also your OS. So that's why I chose that. If you want to go with a 500 gig variant, you'll be able to save yourself £7. But honestly, I think it's worth the extra £7 to spend the 1TB, as games will take up a lot of space. And for the graphics card, which is sort of the main part of this system, we've gone for an Asus Radeon 7790. And you can go with the 7770, but you know, I thought the 7790 is only about £18 more, and it will perform better. Now, if you want to go with the 7770, just search that up and it goes for around £75. I mean, that will do the job, but if you want more performance and have sort of an equivalent to an Xbox One, PS4, I'd go with the 7790. Now this has 2GB of GDDR5 memory, so this should be fine for, or this should be future proof for a couple of years. Now this is also a very good card for the price, and it comes with the DirectCU2 cooler by Asus, so you should be able to get some pretty cool temps and also get some, or maybe get some overclocks out of it. Now for the case, we've gone for a Fractal Design Core 1000. This is a micro ATX case, so it will fit our motherboard, and it's really cheap. Now, also another reason I went for this is obviously because it's a small board, and consoles are relatively small, so I thought, you know, I could go for a small case and you could put this in your living room also and game on your TV. And also the graphics card we went with should be able to handle 1080p quite easily. And for the PSU, we've gone for a Corsair CXM 430 or CX430M. There's some modular power supply, which are really good for the case, because the case doesn't have very good cable management, so a modular power supply will help. Also, it's very cheap at £37. It's reliable, 80+ brand certified, so it should save you some power on the bill. And yeah, it's just a generally great PSU. Now, that's it for the build. As you can see here, this is the whole parts list here. I'll put the link in the description below, as well as all the other parts. And as you can see, altogether it comes out at £401.94. We got £1.94 over budget, but honestly, that's worth it. We could have went with a 7770 and saved us £15 or so, but I think the 7790 is a lot better for the money. Now, as you may be able to tell, there's no DVD drive in this build, or OS. Now, if you want an OS, you can have a trial of Windows 7 or install Ubuntu. I'm pretty sure Steam's on Ubuntu now, and yeah, or you can go through other ways of getting Windows, maybe like pirating it, but I don't really recommend that. But anyway, you can install your OS off a USB stick. So I will have a video on my channel soon of how to install Windows off a USB stick, and stay tuned for that. And if you do want to do this build and not get a DVD drive, you may want to watch that video just to know how to do it. So that's it for this build, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If this build did help you, or help you with your parts or whatever, I'd appreciate a like, and subscribe if you'd like more videos like this. Put in the comments on maybe a budget for next video, and yeah, thank you for watching this build, and I'll see you in the next one.